Corporations. Remember when they existed?
Every day of my life!
You've heard of movies, TV shows, and you've heard of music. But might I introduce you to the other kind? It's mentioned a couple of episodes before, but licensed games are, goofy ass bonkers bananas crazy. You either hate them or hate them even more. They either stick to the plot line, which kind of messes up enjoying any gameplay because the story is kind of dragging, or they don't follow the plot line, which also kind of makes it a drag and begs the question, is it still a licensed game if they're only just based on the characters and location, but not the story? I guess so. So what do you do when you're face to face with a game that you originally saw down the street?
Yeah! Yes! 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 Yeah!
Welcome to the black sheep of licensed gaming. Said nobody ever. To quickly recap, aside from licensed games being unhinged, they've also always been labeled as being some of the worst games out there. I know, I can't believe it either, but they also did not shy away from it. Most of the licensed video games that we see are under what I call the big four: movies, comic books, music, and TV shows. They have always been distributed more, marketed more, because, oh look, it's Batman on the cover. Oh look, it's Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Oh look, somebody's single. Knowing this, it would make sense that aside from the big four that I mentioned, companies are going to try and make video games out of any popular form of medium. For example, toy brands like Barbie, Hot Wheels. We have Bratz Girls Rock.
They do.
Oh, sorry. Bratz Girls Really Rock.
They really do.
We have Micro Machines, which are tiny scale vehicles and playsets, and was also actually featured or had a cameo in the first Home Alone movie. We have Littlest Pet Shop. We also have Silly Bands. You know, Silly Bands.
What?
You know, Silly Bands.
I don't know that.
Under the food section, we have cereals. Mission Nutrition Kellogg's on the PC. Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure. We have candy, which is Gummy Bears Mini Golf. We have chocolate with legs. And the personality. We also, somehow, have Warfare. Oh, that's not. And just like their big four counterparts, they're surprisingly not all that bad. There's actually a handful of LEGO games that are pretty good and quite memorable in the gaming experience. I should know. I never finished playing one. If you don't know what a LEGO is, I don't know what else to tell you. It's one of the most popular toy brands in the world, and you're probably looking at one right now.
This is Lily.
The thing about these games is that you're mostly, if not completely, playing it because you recognize the characters or brand in the video game that you're playing. This is why there are much more Barbie games rather than, Furby games. You know what? I think I understand why. Going back to the chocolates, what do you mean they have skill sets? Speed? Power? Boost? If you haven't played this yet, what do you think this game is about? I'll give you 3 seconds to guess. 3, 2, 1. It's a puzzle game. Did you think it was a racing game? You got the green M&M showing us our go-go boots. And you know what? Good for her. 5 out of 5. Speaking of racing games though, here's Crazy Frog.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, that crazy-ass amphibian. Apparently in this game though, he doesn't do the thing he's most known for. So thumbs down for this one. We have the Stone of Sisyphus. You know, the rock guy. Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows about the rock guy. We also have The Ancient Art of War, which is a battlefield simulation game with a title based on the classic strategy text, The Art of War. It uses a rock, paper, scissors type of unit balance, and the objective of the game is to win a series of battles using 4 types of troops: knights, archers, barbarians, and spies. We tried it out, but didn't have any troops, so we did rock, paper, scissors instead. Playing these different licensed games make you kind of see that if a movie or show is widely known, there's going to be an expectation that the licensed game it's based on will have the same effect or feeling when you consume the original media it was based on, but almost always doesn't have it. I should know. I was one of the few who hoped. So when you get these loonies over here, well, I don't know what you were expecting, but expect to be surprised, I guess. They don't necessarily have to follow any specific format of storyline, unlike the other popular ones, which, removes any kind of pressure. Like card games. Yeah, exactly. Just play cards. It's that easy. I don't know what you'd expect from video games like Uno, but that sure looks like a card. The level of expectancy has been met, and good for them. Same with board games. Scrabble, chess, the money guy. Oh, we'll get to this. Gotta be honest, I kinda like that there are selections like these. These games were thought out and, also maybe not so completely thought out. And that is so interesting. For me, they may not be the best, but they are cool to read about and possibly try out just for funsies. 50 years from now, some future person is gonna see these games somewhere, think back and say, wow, these guys really were crazy, referring to us as a whole. And you know what? Maybe we are. Because someone made a Gremlins Gizmo video game. I guess it's also up to you if you think some of these other games are gonna be worth your time. And you know what? Who cares if you're playing this game on the PS2, right? On second thought, maybe just play McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure on the Sega Genesis.
Unlimited power!